So to answer your very first question, which is a flow of, you start with Amazon now by where are the keyword gaps, where can I list? I think this strategy is going to become less and less important. And what's going to become more and more important is talking to customers, understanding a pain that they face in their day-to-day, a bit like Dyson did. You have a Hoover, you need to replace the bags. That's really annoying. I'd rather and you build a product which is specific to solving a use case for a specific demographic, and that is what's going to be most beneficial in the future, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand. So you can be, I mean, frankly, let's face it, human beings are not very good at communication. We don't, and in fact, there are a lot of statistics, right? So people speak their language with 50 words or 100 words or 200 words, as some ridiculous small number. So people they do not express themselves clearly and very well. In addition, there are cultural issues. People don't really, they are shy, they don't want to say certain things. So as a result, the communications break down. So what I'm hearing is, when you're looking to purchase something, instead of expecting the shopper to narrow it down to the keywords, which they are not good at, finding and using, now it becomes a conversation, and that conversation AI takes and turns into turns into intent, and then based on that intent presents the products.
So
that part is clear.
Rufus makes it a conversation. What Cosmo does is it doesn't use the keywords, as you say, different languages, different energy in expressing exactly what you want. Cosmo understands the intent behind the user query. What is this person actually searching for? Who are they, and what are they searching for? I'm going to give them that, and they've proved that they have increased sales by 0.7% in testing on 10% of Amazon US traffic, which is billions in potential additional revenue for Amazon from just getting how do you surface the right products better to customers.
So, but you know what I'm thinking now? I mean, I don't yet, like I said, I don't know anything about Cosmo yet. So if the shopper is on one side talking to Rufus about what they want, then the seller should be on the other side talking to Cosmo about what their product is for.
Right. So it's a great point. And Cosmo has been in their documentation. They've said that Cosmo is trained on the Q&A. So that's a very important piece that sellers should have beefed up on their listing, because the customer's going to ask a question in Rufus, and hopefully you've answered that question in great detail already in your Q&As, and it can use that data to share it. But this is why it's going to be very important for sellers to generate lots of lifestyle images demonstrating the product in different scenarios, with the target demographic in the image, in the images, A+ content with more details, infographics where, as Amazon can read words and infographics that highlight the key details that you want to bring out of the listing. So this is why the product listings are going to become more and more important to get right.
Yeah. So, okay, I understand. So this is almost like, really, from everything I hear, the product listings are going to turn into not necessarily a product listing, but a product experience, because there will be a lot of different examples of how that product is used, because that's what Cosmo will bring and marry to the input provided by Rufus. And frankly, the search results, I can now see why you would only get 5, 6, because that 5, 6 alone will give you God knows how many different types of experiences that you can have just studying those listings, because They're all okay. But I'm still not clear on. I understand the Q&A, but we're still talking about typing, right? So sitting down and almost like being interviewed by within Seller Central by Cosmo about your product, right?
You're talking from a seller perspective.
Yes.
So I'm not sure that the inputs are going to change from a seller perspective. I think Amazon is really incentivized to make listing on Amazon as simple as possible. And I would imagine the listing experience on Amazon to become more and more frictionless. And I would imagine Amazon using AI, a different team using different AI to scan the web. And this is just me hypothesizing. I don't know this, but I've been in these rooms and been in these conversations, so I know roughly what I'm talking about. You know, scan the web, understand the products from different sources that they trust, use that to enrich the listings. If not, enrich the listings on the front end to the customers because they don't want to get in trouble. They can use this to enrich the listings on the back end. No problem. Their algorithms, their algorithm, they can do whatever they want with that. You know, FDC or whatever it's called, pending. But I would imagine different teams like the ones I work closely with in IDQ, item data quality, to also be working on inventive ways you could use technology to better help Amazon to understand the products. So that would be an almost separate internal work stream, and then you have Cosmo, which is how do you have the best common sense algorithm for search, and then you have Rufus as how do we build the best UX for customers to interact using the same technology. But these teams will all be training their own models and fine-tuning their own models.
Yeah. Okay, so if again now talking, understanding what Rufus will do,
Yeah,
is Rufus will really become a true shopping assistant. So you're gonna it's gonna understand what you want, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna get you the stuff.